and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to dive into 5 weird phone calling habits of a narcissist. They got a lot of weird habits to begin with, but when it comes to phone calling habits, it is no exception. And you really want to know about this because when you're dealing with them in a negotiation setting, in a communication setting, how are you going to get the power move? How are you going to create your leverage in this situation? I'm going to tell you all about that in this video. Hey, I'm Rebecca Zung. I'm a globally recognized negotiations and high conflict communications expert, attorney, and the best-selling author of Slay the Bully, How to Negotiate with a Narcissist and Win. If you're new here, welcome to this community. I am all about empowering you to take back control in any interaction. This is dedicated to helping you navigate and overcome the challenges in dealing with narcissists in your personal life, in your professional life. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and make sure that you never miss one of my power strategies in dealing with a narcissist. Just one can change your life. So today we're diving into a fascinating topic. Many people don't even recognize this as a red flag. Weird phone calling habits of a narcissist. They are master manipulators, and their behavior over the phone, a power tool, a powerful tool in their arsenal of control tactics. And you want to know what's going on here so that you don't fall into that hole and become prey and actually turn this around and use it for you so it doesn't get used against you. So let's jump in. The first one is that they don't call it all, but they prefer to use text instead. This is something that I always found so weird. So you've been in a situation, you're trying to have a meaningful conversation with this person, but they insist on texting instead, even in like emergency situations, crazy situations. You're having a conversation with them, but they insist on avoiding the phone call. They opt for text instead. You're like, come on, let's jump on the phone. It's like so arduous. It's very painful to try to type out all this stuff, right? But no, texting will give them a distinct advantage. It allows them to control the narrative. Plus, they don't want that closeness. They want to keep that distance. They want to keep you kind of far away. They're not comfortable with intimate conversation. They're comfortable with having some distance between you. They want to be able to think carefully about each word that they're using. They want to be able to craft that perfect response. They don't want to have that spontaneity. They don't want that intimacy. They don't want real-time conversations. So if you're trying to discuss an important issue with them, maybe you're having a disagreement, maybe a decision needs to be made, you're trying to call them, you're not getting an answer, this is probably why. They want to be able to respond on their time. Plus, maybe they're in a place that they don't want you to know about, right? Maybe you're dealing with a co-parent or a husband, a spouse, whoever, but they want to be able to text you back when they want to. It allows them to keep you on your toes, give you vague answers even. They can ignore you. They can respond when they want. They can make it convenient for them. They can be vague if they want to. It forces you to be in a position where you are waiting on them and they can dictate the pace and the tone of the conversation. So number one is that they don't call at all. They prefer to text instead. So that's number one weird phone calling habit of a narcissist. Number two is that they'll call you at inconvenient times. This is kind of weird. Like you'll agree that you're going to talk at 6 p.m. or a certain time that you've already said is convenient to you, but they don't call at that time. They'll call at 9, 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night, 6 o'clock in the morning, some weird off time that you've already said that time doesn't work for you. It's so weird because they'll call you at a time that they just have decided that that's the time that they're going to call, or your busiest work hours during the middle of the day, and they expect you to be available. Do you think that's a coincidence? It's not. They expect you to prioritize them over everything else. So you're in an important meeting, your phone goes off, and then they guilt trip you for ignoring them, for not answering the call. You're disrupting it. What's going on? The key here is that they want you to cater your life to their whims. It's a power play. Once again, why aren't you dropping everything for them? Reinforcing their control over your time and your energy. Got it? Maybe you're just settling in for a relaxing evening. You're finally off the clock. Maybe you're in sales or something, but they want you to be at their whim. It's like saying your schedule is at my mercy. Your time is more important. Their time is more important. The next thing is they talk or interrupt you. Rarely is a conversation a two-way street when it comes to a narcissist. They make it clear they're not interested in hearing what you have to say, but they're constantly going to say that you're the one who's interrupting them. They don't really care about how you feel, what it is that you're saying. Then they're going to say, that's not what happened. You're overreacting. They constantly are hijacking the conversation. They're steering it away. They don't want to hear about your feelings. They just want to steer it back to them. So imagine you're on a work call. Every time you try to contribute to the conversation, they're back at them. They're interrupting with their own thoughts. They're disregarding your input. It undermines your confidence, and it establishes them as the authority in the conversation. An effective strategy here is to set boundaries. If they interrupt, calmly say, I wasn't finished. I need to continue speaking here. The simple phrase is powerful in reclaiming your voice. If you've seen any of these so far, give me an I've seen it in the comments so far. And I have powerful phrases for disarming narcissists at disarmthenarc.com. Go to disarmthenarc.com and get my powerful phrases. And also join my free private Facebook group, Narcissist Negotiators with Rebecca Zung, to get those support that you need. Don't try to do this alone. The next one is excessive love bombing calls. Early on in the relationship, you're like, oh my God, they're calling me so much. They're going to call you all the time, because they're trying to get this sense of dependency going. It's their way of making sure that they become the center of your universe all the time. Here you go, center of the universe, until, of course, they're not, and then they're gone. All the time you're going to hear from this person, even if it's a boss, constantly at the beginning, and then all of a sudden done. And then that shift can be jarring, which brings me to number 5, which is the silent treatment, the dreaded silent treatment. Narcissists are notorious for this one. They suddenly stop returning your calls and stop returning your messages, leaving you in this state of confusion, the state of anxiety, no calls, no texts, nothing. You start to wonder if you've done something terribly wrong, might even start blaming yourself. And this is exactly what they want. Your anxiety is their power. I mean, it could be a colleague that just stops calling you. They won't respond to anything. They leave you out of the loop, and you're wondering where you stand. It's a tactic to make you feel insecure and force you to wonder where you stand and seek their approval once more. And the best way to handle the silent treatment is not to engage. Do not chase after them. Don't beg for a response. Stay strong. Remember that their silence is a reflection of their need for control and not a reflection of your worth. So if any of these behaviors sound familiar, or any of these phone habits or something that you've dealt with, drop a comment below. I'd love to know. I'd love to hear your stories and how you've handled these situations, engaging with our communities, how we grow stronger, how we grow together. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do that now. Subscribe, hit that bell, and also like this video and share it for anybody who needs the help and support. Remember, knowledge is power. The next video that I want you to watch is how to make a narcissist lose it in court, proven strategies from a top attorney. That's a great video that's going to help you so much. Remember that today's a great day to start negotiating your best life. So I will see you in that next video. And remember, they only win if you give in. So I'll see you in that next video. Shopify helps millions sell billions around the world through their digital courses, through their digital products at the touch of a button on their smartphones, on social media, however they want, including me at shop.rebeccazung.com. You can access your store from all over the world, just a touch of a button from your smartphones. Start accepting payments. Everything you need to sell online, manage orders, and develop relationships in one place and look fabulous doing it. Shopify is the commerce platform that is revolutionizing millions of businesses worldwide, including my own, at shop.rebeccazung.com. So right now, what you need to do is sign up for a $1 a month trial period at shopify.com/bestlife, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/bestlife to take your retail business to the next level today. Shopify.com/bestlife.